Warning, the following video will contain content that is not appropriate for children. Viewer discretion is advised. Alright everyone, so I am back this time with one of my Pokemon Battle Revolution rant battles. And boy do I have an interesting one for you this time, although if you're not totally science oriented, you might be a bit confused, but I'd still recommend it anyway because let's be real. This is important. Anyway, I have officially become convinced that my mom has actually gone insane. Now, just hear me out. I can actually prove this scientifically. So, the other day we were in the car, right? And, you know, it was me, my sister, and her, you know, whatever. And, she happened to make a comment that actually kind of ticked me off at the time. She said, when we get home, you need to take a shower because you smell bad. Now, here is why that actually made no sense at all to me and actually kind of confused the shit out of me. Before we had gotten in the car, you know, to go where we were going, because that's what you do in cars, you go where you're going. But anyway, before, you know, we got in the car or whatever, I, like, put deodorant all over my body, and mind you, when I say all over my body, I mean fucking everywhere. Like, I don't fuck around with that shit. I put that shit on everything. 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 Anyway, yeah. So I put that shit literally everywhere. On fucking everything. And so that's why that comment made no sense to me. It's like, how can I smell bad if I put fucking deodorant on? Then I got to thinking, okay, is her nose broken or something? And then that got me thinking, okay, so in order to get further in this story, I'm going to have to explain to you scientifically how the five senses work in a very basic way. So what happens is that, you know, let's say you smell something, for example. That smell goes up into your brain and is decoded by your brain, and that gives you the sensation of whatever you just smelled, correct? But what's actually going on inside your brain is there are these things that get stimulated whenever you, like, smell something or, you know, do one of the other five senses, but I'm just focusing on smell right now. So let's say you smell something, right? There are these things in your brains called synapses. And whenever you smell something, there are these little things that get fired through the synapses called neurons. And these neurons interacting with the synapses is what gives you the decoded version of, like, a smell, in which in turn gives you the sensation of smell. Because that is the neurons being fired between the synapses is then decoded by the brain, and that is how you get smell. By the way, in case you're wondering, I did absolutely no research ahead of time. I'm just kind of freeballing it. So, anyway, yeah, so basically that's what happens when you use any one of the five senses. It's the same thing pretty much for any one of the other five senses. So, here's what actually got me to thinking that she's insane. Now, just hear me out. Sometimes people's brains get, you know, unwired, or the neurons don't fire correctly between the synapses, or the synapses become closed and the neurons can't fire through them. So I'm thinking what actually happened here is that somehow her neuron, or her synapses, have become wired incorrectly over time, because she's a fucking old bag, let's be honest here. Dude, my mom is so fucking old. No, I'm just kidding. Let's not go there. But anyway, I feel like, so what happened, my theory is what happened over time is her synapses have been, or gotten rewired, you know, or just gotten undone, basically, over time. And not only, interestingly enough, do those control the five senses, but they also control things like mood and thought process and stuff like that. That's how pretty much everything works in the brain. So that means that if her synapses have been damaged somehow or are no longer firing correctly because she's old or whatever, that means that some of the synapses that control mood and other shit like that, hers might actually be completely out of whack. Which means, in turn, she might actually be losing her fucking mind. Because there's no way in a fucking car, after I just slathered my entire ass with and I mean that literally, my entire fucking ass, like both cheeks and my butthole, with fucking deodorant, there's no fucking way that she could have said and actually meant that I smell bad. There's no way that's fucking possible. So, the only logical explanation is that she's fucking insane. Due to the whole brain synopsis thing that I just explained. And yeah. So, in conclusion, what have we learned today? Old people, they can be a little bit insane. 2, my mom's fucking insane. That's what I got out of that anyway. So yeah. That's all I got for that rant. Yeah, it's not going to be very effective, but I mean, Fiona doesn't have any other attacks, so I mean, I'm kind of screwed. Oh, now you're screwed. Actually, I'm screwed. You know what? Screw it. I think we're all screwed. Oh shit, that's not what I meant to do. Hang on. No, not that either, damn it. There we go. That's what I want to do. And then Fiona should be able to take down Charmeleon, hopefully, in theory. I got that to deal with, though. That's a pain in the ass. Hopefully this will do something. Oh, that's not good. Son of a bitch! I hate that thing. Aw, what? Fucking lies. Yeah, I'm so dead. Yeah, there's no way I'm gonna win this. But at least I took Charmeleon down. So I got that going for me. Yeah, there's no way in fuck. That would be incredible if I had survived that. Alright. Well, that'll be it for that one. Peace out.